Hello, Mother. Just in case I work in Carefree and I don't have service when I'm working tomorrow, I wanted to make you a short video while I'm making the kids quesadillas. Just of like what I thought today. So, Carolyn actually just messaged me. It's 7:15, and we got word that the large one bedroom at Savannah House is going to be available, and it currently, it like today it was not. There was a deposit on it. The people tonight decided that they aren't ready to move. That's really good news because a lot of these places availability. I'm making it. Can you please go sit down? I'm gonna make it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna make it, and then it'll be ready for you. Okay.
No, I
Do you want to get owies from the hot stove?
know.
Okay, then go sit down. Okay.
Come on.
No.
Your quesadilla. Okay, then I won't make your quesadilla. I'll put it away. Okay.
No.
Then come on.
Then can you please get out of the kitchen for me?
Where's the remote? Oh, I see it.
But anyway, in summary, the very first place that we went to was what was the name of the first one? Inspire?
Oh yeah, the Inspiria.
Inspiria.
I can't remember.
Now my first impression of Inspiria was out of all four of them, Inspiria is definitely the most ritzy, luxurious feeling. It really, really had the vibes and the feeling of like a high-end hotel. They had a really, really nice facility, a really, really lavish-looking dining room with a pretty good-looking menu. The rooms at Inspiria were incredible. So, like, for all of those reasons, Inspiria was my top choice throughout the day. Although I didn't really see a lot of residents walking around Inspiria. It seemed like mostly employee traffic. Like, I don't know if all of the residents were in the rooms or what, but so that was Inspiria. Definitely a very beautiful place. The second place we went to was Baywood. Not Banner. I always want to say Banner, but Baywood. We went to the Baywood facility, and our first impression of that, honestly, not even to sound shallow, but when we pulled up to the Baywood facility, we just kind of got the impression that it not that it's a bad facility, but it just didn't feel like Grammy and Bubba would live there. It was definitely not, I'm not gonna say low end, but it was an older building. It definitely didn't smell as fresh as the other places that we went. And one thing that I will really note about the Baywood location is, although we didn't have time to tour the facility today, while we were there waiting in the lobby, that place was effing hectic. Like, there was old people everywhere. The cafeteria that's like right off the front of the building, the cafeteria was completely like just cram-packed. Employees everywhere. Like, it just seemed super, super hectic in that place. And the front guest, like the front receptionist lady, was kind of short-tempered and sassy to Carolyn, who was like one of the sweetest people ever. So that was like, what the heck.
That was a money joke.
But yeah, so Baywood, we just didn't really like the vibes there. So like, we weren't too bummed out that we didn't get to tour. Third place that we went was the summit. The summit.
Yeah, at like something else.
At something village. Yeah, I have all the folders. I'm pretty sure we gave all of them your emails, so it'll be more organized. I'm just trying to give you what I thought first impressions were. The summit was amazing. Honestly, the summit was everything about it. The facility was beautiful. It wasn't like overly lavish. Like, I would say that Inspiria was still more like, ooh, kind of glamorous, felt like a hotel. But the summit had like such a good mixture of like, it was a really clean, nice looking facility, but it was also like just had that nice quiet buzz. Like, there was a lot of residents in the thing eating, everyone was smiling. The lady there you could tell, like, obviously it's her job, but like she really wanted our business. She was more than accommodating. We sat down in the cafeteria and talked and had lunch. It really did feel very homey at the summit. So that was something I liked about that. Now, but the availability on the rooms was, yeah, I think they only had like a studio available or something like that. And they were talking more about kind of separating Grammy and Bubba like right off the bat because of how tight their availability is. And I didn't really like the idea of that. But everything else about the summit I thought was pretty great. Now, lastly was Savannah House. And that I think was probably our top contender for a few reasons. One, the facility is absolutely beautiful. Now, there was one con to their facility, in my opinion, and it was the size. That facility is very, very large. One of the pros that I saw in Spiria was that not only was the facility just beautiful, very accommodating, they had like all of these sites had on-site physical therapy. All of them obviously had what the kind of care that Grammy needs. I'm pulling a brain fart right now. Memory care. And all of them had those things on the same facility. So in the sense of keeping Grammy and Bubba together, they all kind of had the same template. But the director and the lady of Savannah House, it seemed like they were most oriented to keep Grammy and Bubba together as long as possible, as well as restore Bubba's freedom to live independently as that becomes a thing, as he progresses. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot to take in today. That's just kind of my first impression. I could talk to you for like 10, 15 more minutes about all of the other stuff, but that was my first impression. That large bedroom did become available at Savannah House. All deposits are 100% refundable, which is amazing. And just with the situation and how quickly things are moving, I think that it would be extremely wise to take that one bedroom at the Savannah House. Because the room I looked at today, that's another thing. All of them are essentially the same floor plan. You don't get much difference. Now, the rooms at Inspiria, noticeably bigger, noticeably more Grammy and Bubba. Like, luxurious, if that makes sense. Like, just the dumb touches, the walls, the counters. Like, Inspiria definitely was a little more lavish and luxurious. But all of them are your typical 600 to 650 square foot, like my Shorebird apartment. They are all your typical small, tiny little kitchen. Here's your living room. Here's your one bathroom. Here's your your one bedroom. Here's your big bathroom. All of them had big handicap accessible showers. So all the rooms, honestly, they're very comparable. It's just one has nice granite countertops. One has regular apartment countertops like mine. Was it Savannah House that they actually didn't even have stoves in the room though, huh?
I think it was all of them except for
Yeah, and Spiria does have stoves in the room also, but the other ones I don't think had stoves in the room. So I don't know if that's really a thing. The one that did in Spiria has stoves in the room, and they say that it's very frequent that they'll just shut the stoves off in that room when they become unable to cook or it's a danger. But I'd say that my top choices would be just off of my gut. They're all really nice, but I really like Savannah House. That would probably be number one. And then number two is like such a close tie between Inspiria and the Village. But they made me feel more welcome at the Village. Like I would just, with the staff, with all the people I talked to. I talked to one of the ladies that's been serving there forever. She's pretty elderly herself, and she seemed happy. She was saying how she like makes residents friends, and Yeah, so I'll call you sometime this week after work or on Friday when I can catch you available. But that was just kind of my first impression of all of them today. Carolyn is a complete angel. She was such a help today. Glad that we had her to kind of guide us. So yeah, love you, and I'll talk to you soon.